everyone, this is Kevin Heber, and I'm going to play E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial for Atari 2600. This game has been called the worst game of all time, but I think it's a lot of fun. You start off here in the spaceship. You can see you move E.T. with your joystick. You can see at the bottom of the screen you have your energy, which you lose by moving around or by using your special powers. The top of the screen shows your special power, and you activate it by pushing the button. There's just one button on the Atari, and so everything happens with that. For example, this arrow icon will bring me to the direction that it's pointing. So that brought me one screen to the left. You end up in the exact same spot that you were on the previous screen, so you can land in a pit. You also have to go into the pit to get the foam pieces. And so you see at the top I have my question mark icon that lets me use my telepathic powers to determine there's a foam piece in here, and I go right into the pit. When you're going into a pit, you want to try to go in on either side and then push in the opposite direction of the side you went in on. So I came in on the left, I pushed to the right. Now I'm playing the third game variation, which does not contain the bad guys, just so I can kind of show you how to play. And it makes it a lot easier. You can kind of breeze through it. But you're always going to fall into a pit. It is, yeah, it's the most frustrating part of the game. It's probably the reason why most people think this game is bad. But it's not too bad, and again, you have to do it sometimes. If you press the button before you hit the bottom, you can catch yourself and you won't lose as much energy. Now I'm looking around for that other question mark, but I'm also looking for the phone home icon, which pretty much you should be looking for right from the very beginning of the game. There it is right there. Okay, so I'll keep a mental note, it's right there, even though there's no phone pieces here. Usually you don't see the phone piece twice in the same area. If you're really stuck and you can't find the phone piece, find 9 Reese's Pieces instead, and then look for a. Oh, you can look for a phone home. You look for the Elliot icon. And you can go find Elliot. He's right here. He'll take your Reese's Pieces, and you get more points at the end of the game for that. He'll come back, and he'll give you your last phone piece, which can be helpful if you're having a hard time finding the last one. It was this one. Yeah. So after you found all 3 phone pieces, you go to the phone home icon, you push the button again to activate your power, then you go back to the forest screen and you find the landing pad. It's easier to find the landing pad than it is to find the phone pieces or the phone home icon, because it's always going to be in this screen. And we just wait for a while. Howard Scott Warshaw wrote this game in 5 weeks. It's a pretty amazing achievement when you consider how the Atari works. The program for the Atari goes directly to the video output, so you basically have to program it keeping in mind the frequency with which the screen gets rewritten, and each line that the screen gets rewritten is one cycle of the processor, and you have to do so many things with that tiny amount of processing power. To sort of have a game that's recognizable as ET is pretty impressive to me, to do that. And so I got 12,752 points on the third game variation. Now we'll try the more difficult variation. This is the one probably most people are familiar with. It is more frustrating. I think that they probably should have put the easy game variation first, just to make so people can get used to the game. But who am I to question Howard Scott Warshaw's decisions? I didn't write a game like this in 5 weeks. Here's a scientist. He's going to take you to his laboratory. Here's keys. He will steal your stuff. If you have foam pieces, he will steal your phone pieces. If all you have is Reese's Pieces, he will take that. And you have to do all the same things you're doing before. Oh. You know, looking for your phone pieces, looking for the phone home icon, while getting captured by these guys and falling into the pits. Always grab the Reese's Pieces as you go so that you'll be able to get the, you'll be able to trade them into Elliot later on in the game. Also, keep in mind this building icon is very useful. If you push the button on the building icon, the bad guys will go away right away. And it's awesome. Oh, there we go. There's the phone home icon. There's the question mark. We'll go get our phone piece. Again, I came in on the right. I'm going to come out on the left. No, I came out on the right. I'm going to go out on the right. Bad advice. It's nice because the whole time that they are leaving, they can't get you. But as you can see with the scientist there, he'll come right back after you. What's also nice is sometimes they get stuck, and you can do whatever you want and go right next to them. They can't do anything to you. Oh, and he took my phone piece. Now he took my Reese's Pieces. Makes me sad. So what do? You land in a pit with a Adrenium. You press the button, you get some energy back. Then you have to walk away from the Adrenium. People get stuck in the Adrenium too because it has a smiley face icon, and all it does is make you raise your head. And people, oh. Fun. If you have to, let them take a Reese's Pieces. But don't let them get your phone pieces. They are pretty relentless. And they can go over the pits also, which is kind of unfair, but... Oops. Now here, I'm going to go out on the left-hand side just because I saw keys there. Oh, no, not... Oh, I saw a scientist now. Oh, that's great. You can always use a teleport to get away really quickly, but it's best if you can find the building icon. Ah, you. Sometimes you can get away if you press the button and move the joystick really quickly. Now, where was that landing padding? Oh, right there. Oh. That can also be annoying because sometimes when you go down, when you when you exit a level, like let's say you go down and you go down again, it doesn't bring you to a different level, it brings you to the same spot you were just in. Okay, now comes the very frustrating part. Oh, I'm almost out of life. Conserve my energy as much as possible. Oh. Here's the landing spot. But I can't get caught. So it's best to hang out here as long as you can. Oh, jeez. Send them away with a little building, and then you're free to go. 257 energy left, but you know, if you saw the movie, E.T. didn't have a lot of energy left at the end either. And so I hope you enjoyed watching me play E.T. And let me know if you want. I have a bunch of Atari games, so if you want to see me play some more games, name a game. I probably have it. I'd love to play it and put it on YouTube. Thank you very much.